Alright, what is up, traders? Hope everybody's doing well. Going to be going over a nice win taken today in the second AM macro. I don't have the live recording. I thought that I was recording in the trade, but it turned out that I wasn't recording. So, going to have to go over this manually. Going over the bias really quick. And last week I wasn't able to post because it was finals week. I had exams and I had about 4 exams in 1 week, so it was very difficult for me to edit and record and post, so that's why I didn't post. Anyway, so coming into the day, obviously we all know what's going on in the world. We gap lower. We filled that basically before price for 9:30 open, and then upon market open, we have this kind of Judas swing to the downside where we take out this low, and we failed to do so on ES. So that was kind of the first indicator for me that we could be long. So you see SMT right there. ES doesn't take that low, NQ does. So based off that, we had a lot of trailing buy side as well on both ES and NQ. So we had buy side here, London highs. So that was a target after this SMT and this crazy pushback up. So I wanted to catch the longs going into or sweeping these buy sides, but I wasn't able to enter that because this retracement was at 9:45 and my macro, or I start to look for entries at 9:45. So I wanted to take this long, but I didn't. Had this been at 9:45, I would have taken something like this to target London highs, right? It was a nice about 2-hour trade. It would have made sense, but this was a 9:45, and if we go and zoom in, I could have technically entered right as soon as we tapped down to everybody got, but I think we had news here, PMI news, so it kind of like wicked really quick. I wasn't able to catch that, so I said, all right, I'll just wait for maybe a retracement lower for me to get another entry, but that didn't happen. We had this valid entry, but for me, the risk reward was not worth it, so that's why I didn't take this as well, because London highs would have been the target, and then stop loss would have had to be below midpoint of this wick, right? So you've had to do something like this at least, and then you also have the non-30 gap as well below it, so it's like not the best. So this was an entry, but then the risk to reward was just not worth it. So the classic entry was just wait for second macro and then take some shorts against some trailing sell side liquidity, right? So second macro comes and we have this SMT right here, clear SMT. We tap into the June 8th new week opening gap low, reject from that, beautifully look the candles, and then push lower from there. We impulse right here, macro, it's 1048. Nice classic short right there at that for fair value gap. You can see that. I posted my entries and exits on my Discord. You guys can check that out. This was the entry. Stop loss was right above the new week opening gap low. And then first partial, I took about 70% of my trade off at this low. And then I wanted to leave some to run for this low or this sell side. But I got stopped out at break even before, because I tried my stop loss at break even. So I got stopped out at break even before we rolled lower, taking out all this, even more sell side right here. Right, you can see that. We took out that sell side and then we rolled up higher, took out all this buy side, made a new high, and then we're just continuing up higher. Price action is crazy with what's going on in the world. So this was the nice trade. As I said, executions, I posted them on my Discord. So this is what we caught technically. 30 handles, nice win, 1.3R trade, not bad. So yeah, that's going to be it. We're going to be definitely very careful this week trading with what's going on in the world. These moves, these quick moves out of nowhere, I'm expecting a lot of these to occur this week. All right, so that's going to be it. Hope you guys found this insightful. Free Discord if you want to join, link for that in the description. I post my analysis on NQ before every single session for free in the free chat every single day in my Discord, and also if you're interested in private mentorship, link for that is also in the description. All right, peace out.